Welcome to this explainer. I am so pumped to jump into this with you today. We're getting right to it, breaking down exactly how we build and, more importantly, maintain our networks. We're looking at the actual practical architecture of lasting connections from our source material so you don't end up being just another ghost. Let's get started.
I want you to think back for a second. Have you ever had a really fantastic first conversation with someone? You hit it off, the ideas are flowing, you exchange contact info, and you walk away thinking, wow, what a great connection. And then, absolutely nothing happens. You let that fantastic new connection just sort of fade away into the background. We've all been there, right?
Which brings us to Section 1. Don't be a ghost. The danger of fading away. Here is where we meet the real villain of our story, the ghost. It's that trap we fall into when we think an initial introduction is the actual finish line.
So the crucial point is, a great first conversation or meeting means absolutely nothing if you don't stay in touch. That's a hard truth straight from the text. Consistency is literally everything here. Without it, all that great energy from your first impression, poof, gone.
It's incredibly frustrating when you think about it. Initial meetings are completely ineffective without follow-up. When we fail to reach out afterward, we are throwing away so much potential. Networking isn't just about collecting contacts like trading cards. It's about what happens next. If you pull a disappearing act, that first meeting loses all its value.
Moving on to Section 2, the architecture of connections, building a sustainable foundation. This is where we shift to the solution. Think of a great connection like a building. It requires a solid foundation and, you guessed it, ongoing maintenance to stay standing. To keep things structurally sound, the source introduces this concept of maintenance modeling. These are your core pillars: consistent follow-up, genuine engagement, and regular, thoughtful interactions. Notice the words genuine and thoughtful. We're not talking about spamming someone's inbox. This is about intentional, meaningful maintenance to keep both your personal and professional relationships super strong over time.
Section 3, Tools to Stay Connected. Actionable Steps for Follow-Up. Okay, let's dive into this, because this is your actual playbook for networking maintenance.
The text gives us 3 concrete, highly actionable steps to keep those communication lines wide open. Step 1, send a quick, personalized thank you, just a brief message of appreciation. Step 2, share an interesting video or article. And Step 3, engage online by liking or commenting on their activities. These are low-barrier, high-impact moves. Let's look at how this plays out in the real world.
So, say you're doing Step 2. Did you discuss a hobby when you met? Send a related link. If you bonded over, say, a love for vintage guitars or a specific type of cooking, and you happen to spot a cool article a week later, shoot it over to them. It's so easy, and it proves you were actually listening, which is basically relationship gold.
Or look at Step 3. Engage with a school project they shared on a club social media page. It really is that simple. If they post an update, just drop a supportive comment or give it a like. You don't always need to schedule some formal hour-long coffee chat. A lot of times, genuine, low-friction engagement is just about showing up in their digital orbit.
Section 4, the multiplexity secret, deepening the bond. This is it, the secret weapon of this entire explainer. We are taking things from simple follow-ups and elevating them into true, multi-dimensional relationships.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the definition of multiplexity itself. It means finding various common interests or multiple points of connection beyond just one activity to create deeper bonds. Instead of just relying on that one context where you met, you're intentionally looking for other overlapping areas in your lives.
And this brilliantly illustrates the difference. Look at a weak, single-dimensional link. You just know each other from school. That's a single point of failure. But multiplicity changes the whole dynamic. You know them from school, plus you have a shared hobby, plus you realize you live in the same neighborhood. Suddenly, you've got a deeply interconnected relationship.
Finding these multiple connection points is a real game changer. Multiplexity builds deeper, more sustainable relationships because it gives your relationship architecture true structural integrity. Think about it. If one pillar drops, like maybe you graduate or switch jobs, the connection totally survives because it's supported by all those other shared interests. It's quite literally built to last.
Which brings us right to our core takeaway. Regular, thoughtful check-ins build strong, sustainable relationships. That is the definitive cure for the whole ghosting problem. You don't have to be some natural-born master networker. You just need to apply that maintenance modeling. Say thank you, share ideas, and build that multiplicity.
So I'm going to leave you with a bit of a challenge.
Who have you accidentally ghosted? And how will you reconnect with them today? Come on, we all have at least one person who immediately comes to mind. I want you to take the architecture of lasting connections we just mapped out, pick just one tool, and reach out. Apply this to your own life today. Don't let a great connection fade away. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and happy building!